Virgo, hello my darlings, how are you? Welcome to your reading for the month of September 2022, or as always, whenever you find me is perfectly fine as well. All right, we are getting a card out from the Chakra Insight Oracle just to start us off. This is a little bit of an overall theme, vibe, etc. We have the responsibility card. Now, I feel like Gemini may have got this card as well. The words on the card are self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. Now, it is sitting obviously into that solar plexus chakra, that golden yellow color. So potentially I am getting the sense of that empowerment card is coming through quite strongly, about knowing who you are. Okay. The other thing with this card, and it did come up with, I do want to say it's Gemini, but I'm not 100% sure, is that this card often gives me the impression of the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it's almost like a new seed that's germinating. You can see that in the palm of the hand there. So I do get this sense of the Ace of Pentacles. Now, whatever reading that was, I did mention that, and the Ace of Pentacles came through. We have had a lot of aces in all of the readings. I did just do Taurus. I didn't get a single ace, but most of the other readings have got lots of aces. So on the collective, again, lots of collective messages coming through for all of us. A lot of the cards have been repeating through the various readings. But also it does seem like there's lots of new beginnings for a lot of us. Okay. I am going to jump in and grab a card out from the traditional Rider-Waite Smith deck. This is going to be energy that is coming in at the start of the month for us. So this might be energies that you've been dealing with for the last week, 2 weeks, month, 2 months, etc. Except I'm making a mess of it, so we'll start that again. Okay, let's have a look. So Virgo, I do hope this reading finds you well. All right, I'm being guided to take all 3 of those cards. Okay, so the first card that did come out is the 5 of Swords. Okay, so looking at energies past, there may have been some conflict. But the other thing is that we've got the World card here. So it does feel like whatever this maybe conflict or difficult situation is, you know, the 5 of Swords really is, it really is a war. It's a battle, okay? And it's sort of a battle at what cost? So it can be a very difficult energy. But I do feel with this World card that there's some kind of completion that has come to this. So this, I'm really pleased to hear this. You know, nobody wants to be stuck in in the energy of the 5 of Swords. It's, as I said, a difficult energy. The World could also be completions of other cycles, other areas in your life as well. So as I said, we are getting a lot of collective messages come through, a lot of the same messages through all of the readings. Many of the messages are about endings, ending of cycles, new beginnings. So exactly what we were talking about at the start. And we have the King of Wands. So often I read this card as your energy, but I'm getting that for many of you, this could be an energy that you've actually got in your life. So this could be maybe, I get the sense this could be some sort of mentor that's come into your life in the recent past. And this is somebody who is very charismatic, a very good leader, very passionate and brave and bold. And I feel like you are almost looking up to them and wanting to emulate them and wanting to learn from them. You're wanting to be able to apply what they can teach you in your own life. So I do feel like there's, again, I am getting very strongly this idea of new beginnings for you. Okay, endings, new beginnings, but you want to bring through, oh, look at that, we have the devil on the back there. All right, maybe we're putting to bed some old patterns, maybe some addictions. That's interesting. Okay, I'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, I feel like you are wanting to move forward, being this better version of yourself, being someone who lives from their passion, someone who lives bravely and boldly, and, you know, kind of puts this sense of adventure, and life is there to be lived, all right? There's been a lot of instances around me at the moment of, you know, people my own age who are too young to be passing, are passing for various reasons. And, you know, I still consider myself quite young, but yeah, but certainly too young to just be passing. And it really is this reminder for all of us, no matter what age, is that life is to be lived, all right? Life is to chase those adventures, chase those passions, and live in our full, authentic version of ourself. You know, getting back into this this golden solar plexus energy as well. So I'm going to get the bulk of the reading from the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. And as always, I have called in my guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors who love me unconditionally and are of the highest vibration. Now, I'm also not doing as much shuffling this time around. We have the Four of Wands. Okay, that's a nice start, Virgo. We have the Three of Wands. All right, interesting. We have the Five of Cups. All right, the next card out is the Six of Swords. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. All right. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay. There has been a lot of aces that have come up for throughout the readings. I think I might have mentioned that for you at the start there. But this is the first Ace of Swords, I think, that's come out. We have the Lovers card. And we have the Two of Cups. Okay. Now, before we jump in, I'm just going to get another card from the back to the traditional Rider-Waite Smith, and this will be the energy of potential future energies. Okay. So in this case, we have the King of Pentacles. All right. So the future is looking bright, my friends, with the King of Pentacles. All right. So let's have a look and see what's going on in a little bit more detail. Now, this absolutely for some of you could be a love reading. All right. We do have the Lovers card. We have the Two of Cups. All right. And we have the Marriage card. All right. The Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands, this is actually in the position of your month as a whole, the energy as a whole. So the Four of Wands, as I said, it can be seen as a marriage, some sort of commitment. It can also be like some sort of celebration. Could be an engagement, a reunion. So for some of you, this could be the energy that you are really looking at and being in for the whole month. So, and I do feel like it could very much be yourself that is part of this coming together, if it is in terms of a marriage or some sort of commitment, engagement, etc. You know, the Lovers card and the Two of Cups are both, you know, like they're pretty much the two soulmate kind of love connection cards in the deck. So, you know, I would say separately they could indicate partnerships in other ways. Absolutely, they could. But to have the three cards in the same spread, it does really make me think that this is going to be a very, very much a love reading. Now, obviously, I'm probably got lots of singles or people who are in relationships watching going, oh, that's a bit sucks, you know, that's not me. So we do have to bear in mind that obviously the readings can't resonate for everybody. So it may well be that there's other aspects of this reading that you might relate to. But for many of you watching, you know, you might be able to relate to this kind of new love, a love that is a different kind of soulmate energy that has the potential, or is this month even, moving to that next stage of commitment. Okay. Now, let's have a look at what else is going on for you. There is this energy of transitioning, moving. So as I said, we do have the World card. There could actually be travel on the cards for you. You could be traveling for some kind of transition, new start energy. We've got the Six of Swords next to the Ace of Swords. The Six of Swords is about transitioning. It's moving from one place to another. If you know the Six of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, it's essentially moving from rough waters into smoother waters. Okay, it's not the end of a journey by any means. It's more of a reprieve, and it's an acknowledgement and a reminder that things are moving forward, and you will be divinely guided and protected on your journey. Now, to have that next to the Ace of Swords does indicate again that you could be moving towards some kind of new beginning, some kind of the other thing with the Ace of Swords that's coming through is this potentially the sense of victory. You can see the victory wreath on the end of that sword. So there may be some kind of victory that is associated to this transitioning, this moving forward, okay? Alternatively, it could be a new idea, a new inspiration that is dropped through to you, and you think, okay, I'm going to move towards this now. So again, do take it as it resonates. That Ace of Swords too, I will say, that is sitting in the position of relationships this month for you. So again, again, it could relate to that Lover's energy, the Two of Cups energy, this sort of marriage energy, and it could almost be like a victory that you've finally been rewarded with this love that you've always felt you've deserved. So there is a little bit of that energy that's coming through for some of us as well. Now, I am being guided to the acorns on the bottom of this card. I'm not sure if you can see it there. If I zoom right in. Let's see if it can focus. Come on. I know you can do it. I want it to focus. Come on. Maybe if I move it over here. It's been behaving itself. I don't know why it's not now. There we go. So we can see those acorns have got fresh growth on them, all right? So I'd almost expect that on the Ace of Pentacles card, but it is very similar to this, the image on the responsibility card we got there as well. So I am getting this almost like this Ace of Pentacles energy that's coming through on this card and on the Ace of Swords card. So for some of you, with that new growth, that building of something stable, secure, a seed that has the potential to grow into a massive, strong tree, there is really this, again, could be confirmation of this coming together with a soulmate type energy, that this is something that has the potential to grow into something more, something solid, something reliable. Okay. Now, let's have a look at what else is going on. For some of you, we've got the 2 5s, okay? We've got the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, as well as the 5 of Swords here, with the energy coming through. So that's essentially 3 out of the 4 5s in your reading. 5s are about change, okay? They're change. You've got 3 5s. So things, you may feel like things are changing and you're on the pinnacle of this change, okay? So with that 5 of Swords energy in the past, I'm happy with that. You could still be sitting, for some of you, in this 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles type energy. Now, this could be almost a little bit of grief, a little bit of loss, a little bit of sorrow, a little bit of left out in the cold, woe is me, almost a little bit of victim mentality potentially. Again, I feel like you are moving through this, or you have moved through this, or you can recognize it, all right? I feel like you're not there still or at the moment, because this Five of Swords has indicated that you have moved past this. So if you're still feeling this idea of grief, sorrow, not supported, alone, this is changing for you. Okay, so if we think of like climbing a mountain, the 5 is kind of like the peak of the mountain, and then we're kind of dropping back. So we can start to relax things that, the path is going to get, should be hopefully getting a little bit easier. We are more than halfway now to the 10. I will say with this 5 of Cups, this is different to the traditional Rider-Waite 5 of Cups. So with this, we can see we've got 3 cups that are upright and 2 that are spilt. So I really love this card because it really does highlight that maybe we've actually got more than what we realize. Okay, so in the traditional Rider-Waite with the 3 spilt cups, it's this idea of crying over spilt milk and not being able to see those 2 cups that are upright. But here we've got 3 cups that are upright. Okay, so we're coming from a place where we have more than what we actually realize. Okay, similarly with the 5 of Pentacles, that idea of being, out in the cold, not supported, not provided for, being alone. Again, it's important for us to reflect on the fact that we do have more support than potentially what we actually realize we do have. That 5 of Pentacles, though, it is in the position of emotions. So this may be a core issue that you are dealing with this month, this idea of feeling alone, which is really interesting because this is obviously the other side to that soulmate connection that some of you are maybe relating to. That it's almost like 2 polar opposites. So either you're in this relationship of feeling supported and grounded and secure and safe and loved, or you're feeling completely, alone. So yeah, extremely different polarities there. Okay. Now I do also want to talk about the 3 of Wands. This is in the position of something unexpected or a surprise for you this month. It could be with the 3 of Wands that some of you are thinking of expanding your horizons. Okay. So there may be some movement on the cards for you. You may actually be wanting to travel and travel overseas. So this is kind of expanding your horizons, waiting for the ships to come in. But it's also this idea of traveling and exploring what else is out there. And with this World card here, as I said earlier, there could be some world travel for you. For some of you, the 6 of Swords, there could be this transitional energy where you're moving. Again, this transitional energy, the 6 of Swords, as I said, it's not your final destination, and it may still be almost affiliated to where you are at the moment. So this could be maybe like a transfer in your workplace, either within the same company, or it could be you could be moving locations within the same company. It feels like it's not necessarily a big move. I feel like it's almost like it's a move forward, but it's not a complete disconnect from where you were previously. For some of you, that's the case. For others, it may well be a brand new start with this World card. Okay. So the only other card we haven't really tapped into is this Knight of Pentacles. And this is how we can stay grounded and support ourselves this month. So I feel like for you guys, it really is about recognizing that things are progressing, okay? That, the Knights are about movement, things moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest of all the Knights. So we can see here, he's actually walking his horse. Whereas if you think of the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, they're actually racing and probably often in many cases moving too fast. So this Knight of Pentacles, it's like a slow and steady kind of affirmation that's coming through. It's this reminding ourselves that, that life is a journey, that these things can take time for us to get to where we want to get to. But the beauty of the Knight of Pentacles is that when you get to your final destination, it's an extremely solid and reliable and dependable energy. So it's going to be very secure, very safe, okay? It's going to take a little bit longer to get there, but once you get there, you're going to feel very safe and secure. Even King of Pentacles secure. Okay, nice little segue for us there. So this King of Pentacles is in the future energy. I'm not sure if I said it before, but this, this could be an energy that is sitting a couple of months away, even longer, like 3 to 6 months potentially. But as I said, it's because things don't happen overnight. Okay, sometimes we can, some people might strike it lucky and get to the King of Pentacles type energy overnight, but for many of us, I'm being called back to that devil energy that was on the bottom of the deck when we first started. Is, sometimes it feels like almost that get rich quick scheme is, they say if it looks too good to be true, it often is. So this Knight of Pentacles is the complete opposite to that devil that was on the bottom of the deck. Okay, this is a solid investment. This is something reliable and secure and almost, I don't want to say fail-safe because nothing's fail-safe, but it's secure, dependable, reliable. They're the three words that are coming through. Okay, and you will get to that point of the King of Pentacles. Okay. All right, my darlings. I do think that's all that needs to come through at this point. Yep, sorry, I was just tapping in there. Just making sure there's nothing else that needs to come through. No, I think that is it. Okay, my darlings, I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you really soon. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.